Right now, Hurricane Danny continues to weaken, but will that trend last?
Let's go right to meteorologist James Whelan for the latest advisory and track. James?
Yeah, Danny barely hanging on as a hurricane. In fact, hurricane hunters out there earlier, they barely found it a hurricane, but still 75-mile-per-hour winds. But notice these last few frames, how it just kind of shrinks up, an indication it's really getting some southwesterly vertical wind shear, also starting to entrain some very dry air, taking its toll on it and kind of inching away at it. The very latest on it right now, you can see still some tropical storm watches up for the islands there. 75-mile-per-hour winds moving to the west-northwest, a little bit quicker now, 14 miles per hour. The forecast track does bring it down to tropical storm strength either later tonight or tomorrow. By the time it gets to the islands here, we're talking about a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. Then it moves through the islands here. Much needed rains through all these islands, though, too. And by the time it gets into the southern Bahamas, well, it's just a remnant lower depression here, and some of the models even barely have it being able to be picked out there, but we'll see what happens there. Now, after that, here's the forecast models, pretty tightly clustered as it moves into where it's expected by a National Hurricane Center here in the southern Bahamas. After that, one of the models wanted to drag it up to the north. It gets pulled up to the north into a trough that's going to be kind of lingering down here in this area. The other one brings it into our area. Again, it's not going to be a hurricane, not even going to be a tropical storm. It will be just the remnants of the storm. Now, that's not the only thing going on out there. In fact, we have numerous other areas that we're going to talk about coming up in my complete forecast in just a little while.